Welcome to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you tips to preserve and protect your hair in the winter time. And wait, if you guys are not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button down below so you can be notified whenever I post new videos. Post videos almost daily and I don't want you to miss any of them. So if you guys live in a cool climate or a climate that gets really cold like I do, you know that protecting your hair can be a hassle because these hats out here can cause breakage. The cool winter air that is blowing on you constantly can really dry out your hair. Your hair tends to lack a lot of moisture in the wintertime, so you really want to do everything that you can do to protect your hair. Okay, so the first tip I have is to keep your ends tucked away and keep your hair up. When you're wearing your hair down constantly and you have like these heavy wool scarves around your neck, you have on like these big coats, it's going to constantly be rubbing your ends against the fabric, and that's going to do nothing but cause more breakage. And that's something that you don't want and something that you can easily prevent if you just wear your hair up instead of wearing it down. And if you do want to wear your hair down, just wear it down on special occasions. Next tip that I have to share with you guys is to wear wigs and protective styles. That means twists, braids, buns, wigs, weaves. Just make sure that your braids aren't too tight underneath your wigs and your weaves. And I love wigs because they're actually like a second hat to me. So like I put on a wig and then I put on a hat, and it just makes me super warm when I'm going outside to, you know, face the cool, cold weather.
Alright, so this is my favorite wig by DYHAIR 777. It is a Brazilian body wave lace frontal 22-inch with a density of 180%, and of course the color is 1B, which is like a natural black. Absolutely love this wig. It's literally everything. And of course, if you're wearing wigs this winter, you have to take care of them the same way you would take care of your natural hair. So if this wig I co-washed with a high quality shampoo and conditioner before I installed it, and then I air dry and use a wide tooth comb to detangle it. But this wig is absolutely amazing. I haven't suffered any shedding. It's very smooth and very soft, easy to detangle, easy to put on and go. I love wigs. Yeah, this wig is amazing. I will link it down below so you guys can check it out.
Wintertime, you want to make sure that your hair is extremely moisturized. So maybe use a heavier moisturizer instead of your coconut oil or, you know, jojoba oil. Maybe you want to use like a shea butter or something with a thicker consistency, because you need to make sure your hair is extremely moisturized, because that cold air is not good. And also it can be like a problem with like the indoor heating. That can be kind of harsh on your hair in the wintertime as well. So these type of things like central air in the summertime, cool air hitting your hair when you go outside in the wintertime, central heating, all of that can cause breakage and make your hair very dry. So you want to always make sure your hair is extremely moisturized. My main form of moisturizing my hair is, you know, co-washing, and in the summertime I co-wash daily. But in the wintertime, you know, that's very unpractical for me since I live in a cooler climate. I cannot do that. So I always just make sure I keep a spray bottle at hand and just like spray my hair and keep it hydrated, because it can be very dry in the cool. Another thing to be very aware of is the wool hats that you guys are wearing this winter. I know that you need them because it's freaking cold outside, but maybe you want to line your wool hats with a satin bonnet, and it's super easy to do. You don't even have to know how to sew. You can just use like a safety pin and just go ahead and safety pin the bonnet inside of the hat, and you can't even really tell. There are brands out there who actually make satin line caps, so you can go ahead and buy that if you don't feel like DIYing one. But this is very important because I suffered a lot of I suffer a lot of breakage in general because I wear hats all the time. I'm always in a baseball cap, I'm always in a hat. But all I have to remember is just to line my caps and my hats with some type of satin on the inside, because that can make a huge difference. It won't be as drying because wool tends to dry out. Wool and cotton will dry out your hair. So not only will it be less drying, you will also suffer less breakage. You want to remember to deep condition your hair regularly. I tend to go weeks without deep conditioning my hair, but in the wintertime you have to deep condition your hair. Like, that is a must. And if you own a steamer, it's great to steam your hair. If you don't own a steamer, you can always just use like the shower, the steam that comes from your shower. Just stand outside the shower and just soak that into your hair for a while. And that will really hydrate your hair and make it less prone to breakage. And last tip is always the most important tip, and that is to drink a lot of water. I know some people tend to not drink as much water in the wintertime as they do in the summertime. And they will start drinking their hot cocos and like their warm stuff, but water is still necessary. You have to drink it because that will keep you hydrated from the inside, and if you're healthy on the inside, that will be a reflection of how everything is on the outside. So I really hope this video was helpful for you guys, and I really hope that you enjoyed it. Please give me a thumbs up. It really helps me out a lot when you do. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed to my channel, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye. Touch me, not touch me, not touch me, not. Pick this one. It is like, I can't explain what color this is, but it's absolutely freaking gorgeous. Maybe like a dark pink, almost like a cranberry, but not really.